Today, we're about to uncover some fascinating and lesser-known secrets about cheetahs. So, without any delay, let's dive right in. Cheetahs are built for speed. Their elongated, lightweight bodies and long limbs allow them to reach speeds of 60 to 70 miles per hour in short bursts. Their flexible spine acts like a spring, enabling an extraordinary stride length during sprints. Unlike other big cats, cheetahs have non-retractable claws that provide extra grip while running. Their large nasal passages allow rapid oxygen intake, critical during high-speed chases. Cheetahs have a uniquely enlarged heart and lungs relative to their body size to support explosive bursts of speed. The cheetah's tail functions as a rudder, helping it steer and maintain balance during rapid turns. Their slender, aerodynamic body shape minimizes wind resistance, a trait honed by millions of years of evolution. Cheetahs possess a high percentage of fast-twitch muscle fibers, making them exceptional sprinters but poor endurance runners. Their inner ear is highly specialized for balance, enabling them to make sudden directional changes. A mysterious genetic bottleneck in cheetahs has led to extremely low genetic diversity, so low that most individuals are nearly genetically identical. This genetic uniformity is thought to result from a population crash thousands of years ago. Cheetahs' tear-like facial markings may not only reduce glare from the sun, but also serve as a means of intraspecies communication. Their long, slender build is an evolutionary trade-off. Speed comes at the expense of physical strength compared to other big cats. Fossil records indicate that cheetahs once roamed much wider areas, including parts of Europe and Asia, before mysterious declines restricted them mainly to sub-Saharan Africa and a tiny remnant in Iran. Cheetahs' specialized bodies are so optimized for speed that even slight injuries can severely hinder their survival. Cheetahs are renowned for their lightning-fast sprints, but can only maintain top speed for about 20 to 30 seconds before overheating. Their hunting strategy relies on stealth. They stalk prey in tall grasses until the perfect moment to burst into high-speed pursuit. Cheetahs rely primarily on sight, not smell, to detect prey, scanning open savannas for movement. They use a lunge and sprint technique, closing the distance in a quick burst rather than a prolonged chase. Cheetahs' accelerations from 0 to 60 miles per hour can occur in just a few seconds, making them natural rocket athletes. Their non-retractable claws act like the cleats on a running shoe, enhancing traction during chases. After a high-speed chase, cheetahs often need long periods to recover. They must rest to dissipate the accumulated body heat. Cheetahs rarely cache their prey. If they make a kill, they often have to eat it quickly or risk having it stolen by stronger predators. Their hunting success rate is relatively low. Even skilled cheetahs only catch about 30 to 40% of their prey-chasing attempts. Despite their speed, cheetahs are vulnerable to kleptoparasitism, as larger predators, like lions and hyenas, often steal their kills. Cheetahs sometimes hunt during the day, when their exceptional vision is most effective, unlike most other big cats. In some cases, cheetahs have been observed to trip or falter near the end of a sprint, a mysterious consequence of their extreme physical exertion. They are known to make distinctive chirping sounds, especially when calling their cubs, unlike the roars of other big cats. Adult cheetahs sometimes purr or make chuffing noises, especially during social interactions or contentment. Although mostly solitary, cheetahs may occasionally form loose groups, coalitions, of brothers, which can help them secure better territories. Research suggests that cheetahs' hunting tactics can vary regionally, indicating possible cultural differences in technique. Cheetahs may silently signal distress or submission through subtle body postures during interactions with rivals. Their hunting technique is so finely tuned that even a tiny miscalculation in direction or speed can lead to failure. A cheetah's exceptional eyesight can spot prey up to 3 to 4 kilometers away under ideal conditions. Cheetahs sometimes use a stalking pause where they freeze in place to gauge the distance to their prey before the sprint. They are the only big cats that often hunt during the heat of the day to avoid competition with nocturnal predators. The precise moment a cheetah decides to sprint is still a mystery, with researchers studying how they judge timing and distance so accurately. Their high-speed pursuits generate tremendous energy and body heat, which is why cheetahs have evolved an extraordinary cooling system. Cheetah's running form is so dynamic that high-speed cameras reveal a constant, fluid wave moving through their bodies during a sprint. They sometimes give up a chase if their prey makes a sudden, unpredictable maneuver, demonstrating an astonishing level of decision-making. Female cheetahs become sexually mature as early as 2 to 3 years old, though most breed at around 4 to 5 years. Mating encounters are brief and can be dangerous due to the cheetah's sensitive nature and potential aggression. Cheetah cubs have a high mortality rate, with as many as 70 to 90% failing to reach adulthood in the wild. The survival of cubs is critically dependent on the mother's ability to hide them from predators in tall grasses or rocky cover. Cheetahs have a surprisingly long juvenile dependency period. Cubs may stay with their mothers for up to 18 months. Female cheetahs are solitary breeders and raise their cubs alone, which increases their vulnerability. Cheetah mothers are known for their extraordinary stealth in moving cubs from one hiding spot to another to avoid detection. Cubs learn hunting techniques solely by watching their mothers, a process that can involve mysterious cultural transmission of skills. The bonds between cheetah siblings in a coalition can last for many years, even though they typically disperse after reaching maturity. Mysteriously, in some regions, the sex ratio of surviving cubs is skewed, though the cause remains under investigation. Genetic studies have revealed that cheetah populations exhibit little diversity, a reproductive challenge that makes them more susceptible to disease. In captivity, cheetahs have been observed to exhibit stress-related behaviors that are similar to post-traumatic stress, affecting reproduction. A cheetah's reproductive cycle is highly seasonal, often linked to environmental cues such as rainfall and prey abundance. The loss of habitat and increasing human pressures have altered traditional breeding grounds, creating mysterious shifts in reproductive behavior. Female cheetahs sometimes remate with the same male in successive seasons, hinting at possible long-term pair bonds. Despite the challenges of high cub mortality, successful mothers display impressive persistence and adaptability. Cheetah cubs have a play phase that not only develops hunting skills but may also serve as social learning moments. The survival rate of cubs is influenced by subtle environmental factors, including vegetation cover and microclimate conditions around den sites. Cheetah's reproductive success is closely tied to prey availability, leading to mysterious population fluctuations in some regions. In areas with low genetic diversity, inbreeding has been observed, compounding the challenges for successful reproduction. Cheetahs primarily inhabit open savannas and semi-arid regions, but they are also found in mountainous and forested areas, often in unexpected locales. Their distribution is patchy. Some regions have thriving populations, while others are mysteriously devoid of cheetahs, despite seemingly suitable habitat. Cheetahs are listed as vulnerable by the IUCN, yet some isolated populations are critically endangered, such as the Asiatic cheetah in Iran. Habitat fragmentation is one of the greatest threats to cheetahs, forcing them into smaller, isolated patches where survival is more challenging. Cheetahs sometimes have to cross busy roads and human settlements, leading to mysterious patterns of road mortality. Their reliance on vast expanses of land for hunting means that even subtle changes in land use can have dramatic impacts on their populations. Conservation programs now use GPS collars to track cheetah movements, revealing unexpected long-distance migrations. Cheetahs often avoid areas with high densities of larger predators, which can lead to surprising refugia where they persist in lower numbers. Studies indicate that cheetahs might be adapting to human-dominated landscapes by altering their hunting times or routes. The mysterious genetic uniformity of cheetahs makes them particularly vulnerable to disease outbreaks, a major conservation concern. Poaching for fur and body parts, though less common than in other big cats, still affects some populations. Cheetahs sometimes fall victim to retaliatory killings when they prey on livestock, further fragmenting their populations. Their presence is a key indicator of ecosystem health, making them a flagship species for savanna and grassland conservation. Researchers are exploring ways to boost cheetah genetic diversity through carefully managed translocations and breeding programs. Mysteriously, some cheetah populations exhibit unique behavioral adaptations to local conditions, such as altered hunting techniques or social structures. In some areas, cheetah mortality rates are mysteriously higher during periods of extreme weather, possibly due to overheating or prey scarcity. The long-term effects of climate change on cheetah habitats are still uncertain, leaving conservationists with many unanswered questions. Cheetahs have been observed using natural landscape features, like termite mounds, as vantage points for scanning for prey.